Hello and welcome to Dicast Adventures. Get a game going here. This is Auracard. I got a new deck since the last time. I'm gonna start playing. I'm playing outside on the balcony right now, so there's a little bit of noise from the street, but not a big deal. Just a nice day out. The music's supplied by some of my neighbors. Okay, so it's got return. I managed to see that in that little window of time. It's not a bot. Took them a while to roll on that. The game does use bots here and there if it can't get you a match. I don't notice this very often though. Okay, so I'm either gonna get 5 gold and a level. Yeah, I get it. So I hunt a monster first in this game, that's a good thing. Get my ignition up. Whenever he gets a special card at the end of his turn, he throws cards at you and deals you damage. It happens randomly here and there. Go for a random. None of them are guaranteed, but I'd rather the high card next turn. I make the swoop. Hopefully he doesn't imprison me. That's if he lands on me. Otherwise I do evade going to jail next turn because I do get by it with the high. The hero my opponent is playing is called Dexter. I'm playing Scarlet at the moment. Get a little bit of damage there. See, so at some point when he drew his card, he got a special card. Kind of tells you about that once in a while. Get lucky and get the attack. Was a 60-60 chance, but usually I would have got the bag. Or a 66% chance, I mean, not a 60-60. Ooh. I get kind of nervous when my opponent lands on a tactical tent. Getting that 3 extra AP at the end is pretty intense. I guess I'll go with the 3. I just have a feeling they'll send me to prison if I don't. Oh, I go to prison anyway. At least it's not a coffin. Coffin that early in the game can be really terrifying. They're nerfing coffin at the end of this season. It does progressively less damage as it goes, but still starts at 9. I might get out. 33% chance. Unlucky. Oh, Discord from my guild chat. Okay, so my opponent doesn't look like he's screwing around. He's got the full bore skin and everything for Dexter, like the really fancy skin. So he's invested quite a bit into the character. I gotta shuffle my Ice Blade and my shop now. Oh, I should have totally used that Ice Blade. I guess I'll use the odd. Probably should have kept it for the attacks next turn, but I don't want to auto lose on that with such low health. and he copied, yeah, he copies your cards when he attacks you too. So he got my card before I had to shuffle it away. Very unlucky. Oh well. And I get a 5 and a 2, so I'll collect the gold. Oh, I'm ice bladed, so I get the attack. Good thing there was a trap up ahead, or I wouldn't have noticed that. I totally forgot Ice Blade slows you. I remember it for myself because of the firewall, and they always land on it every time unless they got a ×2 dice, but or a reverse dice, I guess. Or not a reverse dice. Yeah, reverse dice. Back doesn't work because it makes you only move one and you don't actually move anywhere. Sai's got a pretty good chance of beating me here, yeah. I'd max my cards too if I was playing Dexter. So I was actually on a 6-win streak there, but I lose it at the moment. 15 points because he was ahead of me, which is nice because I don't want to go down too many points. It's the end of the season. My guild's in first right now. I'm currently the head Scarlet, or head champ person with Scarlet in Canada. I've secured that. There's no way that anybody can play the 300 games to catch up, or to get the 300 wins to catch up to me before season end. I don't get the actual Hall of Fame. That goes to one of my guildmates. Or guild, the guild I'm in members or whatever. He's actually the first in the world. I'm first in Canada. Little unlucky, but it does give me the 2 for the attack next turn. That is unless she gets the book and it's an earthquake, in which case I'll probably end up moving backwards. I guess I would have got the book or the attack if it was an earthquake. Earthquake does some damage if you land on the book and moves you in a random direction next turn. So technically if I got earthquake there, it would have been like, no matter what, with the 2 I still did some good damage. Also, if you're playing against a Trixie or you're having troubles with them, getting the shuffle card really helps because you can shuffle away their Trixie's pills and it gives you more cards to shuffle with. So I do have the shuffle card in my deck. So I'm still worried about the pills adding up, but it's not as likely with the shuffle. Looks like I might use the odd next turn. There still is a trap on the opportunity, but yeah. Hey neighbor, need a light? Definitely using the odd. If I land next to him, I do damage, so do a little bit of damage anyways. Oh, she got her 3rd skill, which is whenever she gains health, she gets extra AP, and for every card you have when she attacks you in your inventory that's a Trixie's pill, you take damage for it. The amount of damage is based on how high the skill she has put into it. I can show you real quick. Oh, I got another pill. See the side effect there? They're actually buffing Trixie and making it 100% chance after this season that you get Trixie's pill every time. Right now it's random. See, I got the shuffle card. So with the Trixie's pill, I get a bunch of extra cards. So the shuffle helps me out this time instead of screwing me over like last game. So I'll use my Ice Blade because I'm next to her and do some damage with the Fire Burst, standing next. Could have also used the shop there to do that and saved my Ice Blade. But I can use it next turn if she doesn't move anywhere and get some damage on her. So I'll probably do that. Can also use the Trixie's pill. Get that out of my inventory. Since I'm using a shop this turn, I don't have to worry about moving backwards. I'll take Monster Breed, I guess. She's pretty low health. If I get a monster breed out and she lands on a monster, there's a chance she can die every time, and it serves my favor since I'm such higher health right now. Could have taken the back card, but normally I would have, even though if I use it next turn, I land on her base. But I don't know. Monster breed's kind of interesting to have right now. Oh, if I level up, I might be able to get her with my flame burst damage. I'm not sure though. I think it'll only be 6. Oh, I get an attack. Yeah, 6 damage. I still have the attack next turn though. So it looks like this game's pretty much in the bag. Take the win now. Oh. GG. Oh, I didn't get it in time. Oh well. Mr. Fantastic, the Cave Master. From the Redheads actually got someone in the charts in the top 100, a couple of them. Played a couple games against someone named Calmo yesterday. I think it was yesterday, maybe earlier this morning. That is with the Redhead guild or whatever. Yes. Another one. Oh yeah, some of you might have noticed my stats went up since the last time. I got better equipment now. It was the first episode of Dicast Adventures. Right on Hellfire Island, I always love playing on the lava. Oh, stun and then back. No, it doesn't have back. Land on the book. The book at this level really screws around the game, but I haven't seen the lower level book than that, the teleport book, or the thunderstorm book kind of book, for a long time. The only time I see them is when a relocation is used, or there's a game that goes 20 turns. So I'll use the 5, hit the attack, do her some cheese damage by standing next to her. Explosion! Got some cheese damage. Cheese damage! So, do I use the odd next turn or do I shuffle? I'll use the odd. I got the getaway now. If I land ahead, I don't have to worry about it too much. Ooh, lots of health from an apple. I guess I'll shuffle. Don't really want to land on that trap. We'll do a random anyway. Oh, wicked, I get the gold mine. That gives me 50 gold in total. Ooh, firewalled me. Does 6 damage if I stay in it. Did kind of want. Oh, I got a 6. I'll peek at her hand first. She's got a 4. Might just stay in the firewall. Attack buff. Chances are she won't get me next turn. And if she gets that attack, I'll be able to use my Ice Blade and attack her with some cheese damage for standing next to her. So I got a large potion and an ice blade right now. I don't know, I got an ominous feeling that I'm going to prison, but probably not. Should probably go for the attack instead. Oh, no. Oh, portal, what? My sense of what's gonna happen is not on today. I'll use an ice blade. She's in front of a trap and a big monster, and she has the ability to get that book and 2 attacks later on. Slow her down a bit. Maybe I'll get a 2 next turn, or sorry, a 3. Oh, she had a 5 in her hand. She would have got the book too. Would have been nice to get an earthquake right now though, with all those attacks behind me. Try to get maxed out money for the shop. Well, there's no maxed out money, but at least over 90. Then you can buy the highest level card. So I got a key. I still go to their base for jail if I use the key, but it lets you out on top of their base and you're safe for a while. Oh, she gets me. I'm gonna use my shop. Oh. Frenzy at the top. I didn't want a frenzy right now. Relocation will save me from the firewall. Plus she's got 2 attacks, so it's even if I get a little screwed over by it, it'll be good for me. So don't want to give her a reverse dice. I'll roll. Oh good, I get an attack. You can actually earn the relocation card now with a new achievement. Just came out since the last patch in a couple days. You can only finish it as early as December 25th though, if you get completed the dungeon lair. Up to 250 points into it. So I'll just show you my battle log for the last little while. So I got the games we've played right now where I lost one, and I lost one before that, so I had a little bit of a win streak happening before then. And 15 RP getting lost was just because that person's in a higher rank. Usually you lose 60. And show you what the time chest kind of gives you overall. They're always good to collect. Quite consistently over 100 gold, and you know, at least usually, I don't know, the lowest like 8 cards or 8 shards, and then like up to 40 or 50 even. So they're not bad. Try to get this victory key in, unlock a bigger chest. I really like the high potion, or I think it's called high potion. I've been using it lately and it's really seemed to make the game more fun for me. I was using that gold attack Ross or Ice Blade for quite a while from the last episode, and then I was using Frenzy quite a bit, and Frenzy was doing really good. I got like an 8 win streak in with it at one point, but then it started to teeter off, and it's kind of like a luck thing with Frenzy, because you really do lower your hit points quite a bit and leaves you vulnerable to traps and everything else. But that's how the game goes. So she probably doesn't have a 6, but might put me in jail anyways. I said probably doesn't have a 6 because she wouldn't have stunned me first, but I've seen people make silly mistakes before and jail you with a 2 and have stunned you the turn before, or stun you in jail. I always put like a little happy face when people do that, because it doesn't affect you. the stun doesn't work, any status effect in jail is removed. So anytime your opponent does that, point out to him somehow if you can't through emojis. Like, I'll send an emoji in here. I'll send a surprised emoji, like, oh, you got him. Oh no. I think it's my turn now. Yeah. So I'll try to pick up this attack with the high and get some gold. Oh, I get the attack. Landing on my base would have not been bad either, because I would have been safe from her jailing me. Which she does. But I get a bit of cheese damage with the fire, which is always good. Does start to add up over time though. Shuffle is one of my favorite cards in the game. The one that allows you to move all your cards out and get random cards from your deck. It's usable in so many situations to help you out. Like, you go up against a high level monster, or you are in front of like a row of traps and you want to work your way through it. It just comes in real handy if you can use it at the proper times. Every once in a while, like was in the first game, that kind of thing happens where it can be a bit frustrating, but overall I'd say it's one of the best cards for its money. I might as well get out of the prison. There's no reason to stay in it. Even if she jails me next turn, at least I got the apple instead of accidentally rolling something wrong. I kind of wanted a different position on the board is why I say that. I don't want to be in range of going to jail once again. This would be a really good time to get my ice blade, as I'd be able to hit her with my fiery burst as well. I don't get it. I think I'll go for the 6. I don't get the 6, but I get the 2. Some double diced action. That actually helps me out right now. I'm in front of all the attacks, so I'd like to gain some ground and go past my base for some gold. Ooh, interesting. So now if I use the time 2 and go backwards, I have the 50% chance of landing on an attack, but she sends me to jail. So like I said about the status effect getting removed, it was kind of silly to use the reverse curse before she jailed me, because I think it was with a 3. I'm not sure if that was an odd that ended up a 3. Silly nonetheless. So 2, 4, 6. Try to get out for real here. Oh, I make it. Do I land on her? I think I do. Ooh, spicy. Bet you didn't see that coming. It's pretty random to get a high card for that. I guess I'll go for the 4 and collect the gold. There is a shop in range. I'm trying to see if gold mine can truly be valid at this level, because with the shop, it's pretty much the only card you can pair gold mine with to make it valuable in the game. There also is gold attack, like I've used many times, but at this level with such high HP, saving up all your gold for 20 damage gold mine is not as advantageous about being able to pull out a shop and get any kind of card at the time, kind of thing, you know, like a random card or whatever. So I'm not sure. I should probably use the low, because I have the chance of jailing her and do damage no matter what this way. Oh. Looks like I'll be using the high here probably. Oh, I get the attack. She gets that attack up ahead. She will put vines around me that impair my movement a little bit, but she might be dead, depending. No, she gets out of it. Looks like I'm gonna use the odd here. Oh no! I thought that was an even somehow in line. I screwed up there. I totally thought that that was like on the even path line. Somehow on that corner, I just get my numbers wrong on that. I thought I had the trap and the 2 attacks lit up, but obviously it wasn't. But that's okay. Does make the game a bit more interesting. So what I'm saying is I probably should have used a random last turn, because I would have had a chance to get one of the attacks or something else, but I didn't. Just gets the bread, it keeps the game interesting, right on. A little bit more survivability from her. I actually have a mission where I gotta get I have a mission or an achievement list that I have to get a winning, I think it's 3 more times, 20 turns or more. I could technically, I am getting lower health and she is coming on some pretty heavy damage here if she gets that attack that's lit up. But no, I guess I can't stretch this one out. She's gonna have way too many attacks lit up. She does double damage if she lands on those, and if she hits me while I'm in those vines, she does even more damage based on her 3rd ability times because of that. So it can actually be pretty intense right now. So I'm gonna break the vines with the 5. Otherwise, I think she'd probably kill me next turn if she landed on one of those attacks. So it would do an additional 58% damage for being in the vines, and then the vine, and then the 2 times from the cathedral buff, which is why they're all lit up every time she lands on her base, or no, cold attack. That's interesting. Huh. That's one of my favorite cards, cold attack. No way to land on, I gotta get away, so I don't want to leave another attack there, so you shop. And I'll get reverse dice for fun. Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna pull a risk here. Use some reverse dice action. Oh no. Always want to win against the monsters if you're playing against an Ivy or they trap you in her vines. Oh, this is going to do a lot of damage. Luckily I'm not in the vines. Ooh, yeah, double damage. So it looks like I don't get the victory key, but I'm almost up to half my dungeon pass getting complete, so I'll play one more game here, and then that'll be the end for episode 2. I'm gonna get a couple episodes I'm gonna try for the end of the season here to see how far I get. I'm about 600 or 700 RP away from being in range of getting the Dice Warrior title for the year, and there's only 90 people who get that during regular gameplay. The top 10 get different titles, so I'm gonna try to aim for that in the next little while and get some video of some master level play towards the end of the season, so it's fairly competitive right now. Contrary to some people's understanding, when your cards are frozen by Sneed, you can actually use them still, you just incur damage. Oh, and I have to use one. So, Frostbite worked out for her pretty good. Sneed's pretty intense to go up against. Getting jailed all the time is not good. I almost prefer I got Fireballed so she doesn't level up her jail ability. Or she didn't get an Enlightenment to level it up, I mean. The ice I'm on will be gone by next turn. Oh, she lands in jail. Not too often that happens. People avoid jail as much as they can in this game. It is one of the heaviest consequences that you can get, sorta. Sometimes it's not too bad, but literally losing 5 turns sometimes can be a bit much. Even when your opponent's not getting attacks the whole time, but they're just leveling or whatever else, every once in a while you get lucky and your opponent destroys himself in the amount of time that it takes to actually wander around, but you know, that doesn't always happen. So if I used that 5, I would have taken damage and landed on the book, because I'm on the ice blocks. And use the 2. Oh, shot. 2 or a gold attack. Gold attack. Interesting, one of my favorite cards is gold attack. Oh, and she uses a potion in prison. All of her ice are all gone from the field. I should almost use a chaos to... I'm just gonna use the chaos for fun. Chaos is... I don't know, I don't like the oh, it didn't do nothing, she had no cards. But it worked out, now I get to land on that fruit and deal her some damage. Kind of what I was going for by letting her have that extra turn with the chaos anyways, but the fact that it didn't do anything to her cards just proves how useful chaos as a card is. It's like the most disappointing card to get from a mid-range rebel monster is the chaos card, sorta. Sometimes Hunter can be if you have like just like a mini board of low-level monsters all over the place, but... So I got my gold attack up to 6 damage now, with the 32 gold there. So if I roll higher than a 3 next turn, I take damage and my movement's reduced by 3 because I'm on one of the ice blocks. Might be the first time it comes up into context. So I'm gonna roll the random. Land the same place I would have with the 6. No way to get away from that. I think I want the 2 next turn, because I'll land on the block she's on. It might come up as an attack, and I won't take damage since I'm on the ice. It doesn't really look like ice completely in this skin, but the trail she's leaving on the ground is ice. Ooh, and she lands 1 space ahead, and I got a 2. Ooh, that's spicy. Gonna attack her and do some fiery burst damage. Plus I got that gold mine, so for some attack action. So I'd say the game looks a little favorable right now. Got my traditional shop card in from my deck. So she's at 15 health now. Oh no, frostbite. Oh, ran on the trap. Looks like I win with my ignite here. Oh, she gets the fruit. Keeps her in the game. Ooh, and I only got the high card. Oh, I got a 3. Perfect. I win the match. Cool. Right on, the last game for the episode is a win. Thank you everybody for watching. I appreciate it. Preseason begins in just a couple days, December 1st. And for us, that's actually November 30th at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Because I think it's NTC time or something like that. I can't remember the acronym for it. But thank you for watching and have a great day.